Hello everyone, it's Dr. H. Today I'm going to introduce information about cochlear implant. Cochlear implant is the most successful implant we have in the history of Medicare development. Most successful one, not a one-off. It looks like this. So we have a earpiece that's behind the ear, and we have another transmitter sticking to the head. As we talked about before, if we have a hearing problem, we can go to an audiologist. The audiologist will ask us to sit in a quiet room and deliver a hearing test to us. In the test, we will hear beeping sound. Like, if we can hear, we just press button. After the test, there will be a test result in a chart. The chart is called Audiogram. If you look at Audiogram, we can see two symbols, right ear and left ear. And x-axis is frequency from 250 to 8,000 Hz. Y-axis goes from -10 to 120. Unit is dB. -10 is best hearing, 120 is worst hearing. If our value is between -10 and 25, that's normal hearing. Any value below, for example, here, at the frequency of 4K, if this is my audiogram, I have hearing loss at both ears. Similarly, at the frequency of 8K Hertz, my two ears also have hearing loss. My left ear has a hearing loss of 70 dB, and my right ear 75. So in this case, I have severe hearing loss. As we can see, there's mild, moderate, moderately severe, severe, and profound. When we say profound, that's mostly deaf, or we can say completely deaf. We talked about this severe or above. We may use hearing aid to help, but anything below 90 dB hearing loss, we have to use another kind of mechanism to help. That is cochlear implant. In short, if I have both ears deaf, then I have to rely on a cochlear implant to help me hear again. So that's a application field of a cochlear implant. So let's see, what is cochlear implant? Cochlear implant is a small electronic device. It can provide a sense of sound to a deaf person. So we just mentioned there's one portion here. This portion is outside of our skin. We can see that, the first portion. The first portion consists of one part here and one part here. Over here, there's a microphone that records an incoming sound, and this is a battery and a sound processor. Last one is a transmitter. I'll let you know more details about it. We just introduced an external portion. The external portion sits behind the ear. And on the other hand, there is an internal portion that is surgically placed under the skin. Yes, you are correct. If you look at this picture, we can only see the first portion. The second portion is underneath the skin, just underneath here. If the skin is open, you will be able to see a round metal case under the skin. So cochlear implant is always related to a surgery. Okay. So again, a cochlear implant is a system. The system has an external portion sits behind the ear, and it also has an internal portion that is surgically placed underneath the skin. If you look at more details of this cochlear implant, if you can look at inside and outside of the skin, a cochlear implant has 5 parts: a microphone, a speech processor, a transmitter, receiver or stimulator. The last one, electrode array. So these 5 parts together form a cochlear implant. So what are those 5 parts responsible for? Number 1, a microphone. The microphone picks up sound from the environment. Sometimes the newer versions, they even have more than 1 microphone. Some have 2. So the 2 microphones have a better ability to pick up a meaningful sound from noisy background. Second one is speech processor. Speech processor selects and arranges sounds from the microphone. So it does some processing to improve the meaningful parts and suppress non-meaningful parts. Number 3, a transmitter. The transmitter sends out a magnetic signal. Here, the center of the circle is a magnet. Now you can imagine how this part can stick to the head. How? You can guess. Yeah, you're right. There's another magnet. Another magnet is placed under the skin. So the 2 magnets, assume this is skin. The 2 magnets stick together. across the skin. That's how this piece, the transmitter, is attached to the head without any glue, without any object that can hold tightly. So that's why if I have a cochlear implant, I will take a shower, I will need to take the whole thing off, but there's no impact. No impact. The water has no impact on my brain or surgery or surgical part. No, because there's skin there. The shower, the water cannot reach any parts underneath my skin, so I'm safe. Only side effect is that if I take off the external portion, I'm not able to hear anything. Okay, that's the first part of my introduction on cochlear implant. If you like it, you can subscribe. I'll talk about part 2 next chapter. Bye bye.